Yo guys, welcome back to another trade recap. Um, in this recap, I'll be going over how I was able to catch this retracement on New York. I'm currently off today, so I took advantage and I was like, let me trade New York because I'm not gonna lie, every single time I trade New York or practice trade, I say practice trade because whenever I'm at work, I don't really have time to actually trade or look at the charts. So during lunch, I'd hop onto like a practice account since I'm locked out on my Express, and I try and take trades. And for the most part, I've been taking the dub on every single one that I take, because obviously New York is the most volatile, the one that shows, uh, the one that has the most opportunities, right? So, uh, but unfortunately, I'm not able to trade it because my job, I literally have no time to do it. So I have to just accept it and trade Asia, like trade what I can trade. And let me go over the trade I took last night. Last night I took a pretty bad L. Um, I'll go over my confluences and what made me want to enter. So, let me start off with this higher time frame. So, all right. So during Asia, my bias was pretty bullish. Simply because we were expecting these gaps here, and we're on an uptrend, right? Um, well, I wanted a retracement back up to this 5 minute gap that it created during Asia Open. I was expecting price to move back up and then continue going down. I waited for this to tap into this 5 minute gap right here. Very small gap, but tapped into it, swept this previous wick, I mean. And let me show you. Oh, shit. My bad. Alright, guys. So, I'll show you what made me want to answer. Where is it? I think I was looking at the 3 minute. Hmm. Okay, so on the 3 minute. Okay, yeah. Wait, hold up. My bad, guys. Forgot. Loki forgot. Um, I'm pretty sure I was on the lower time frame. I was on the 30 second. Yo, is there a way I could not have to scroll all the way back? Okay, boom. Here it is. So on the 30 second, this was almost a perfect entry, right? We had an inverse, and then we retraced back into this gap, 30 second gap, and that is where I entered. As you can see, boom. Uh, Market did go in my direction, right? I should have closed it right there. It was it was up. I was up over a 1 or 2. So in my mistake, I didn't close it because I wanted it to tap this 5 minute, but it unfortunately didn't. And then once it retraced back into this 5 minute gap, I bought again. As you can see right here, I bought another contract expecting to go higher, and I ended up getting closed almost break even. But since I added another position, my position went from being down here to moving my average entry somewhere around here, and it made me get stopped out. And I think I lost about 250 on that trade. I was only risking about like 250 because my buffer was so small. I'm telling you, when I took that loss, the 250, I think my buffer was like at 400. I'm not gonna lie, it was at 400, and I was like, bro, like there's no way my buffer is so small. Like that just means that I have $400 left on the account. If I lose those, I blow my express. So I was like, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till New York. I'm not gonna lock myself out because that is usually what I do. I lock myself out after a loss. But I knew that I was gonna be off tomorrow, so I was gonna wait for better opportunities. And then this happened during New York. So right here, we had these news dropped at 7:30. Uh, I was looking for shorts. I wanted to enter short here after this. Let me show you guys. There's this 30-second inverse that tap. Also, let me go to the higher time frame so I can explain to you why market dumped. So, as you can see here, there is this 4 hour bearish gap, and overall, we just been going lower and lower, right? It tapped into this 4 hour, no 1 hour. Okay, it was just a 4 hour. It created an SMT on the highs, and I was just waiting for an entry, right? I was waiting for an entry here. I was expecting, this is what I was expecting. In order for me to enter personally, I would have wanted this to close, right? Market to pull back into the inverse and then continue going lower. But that didn't happen. I mean, I could have entered here, but I just wanted a better entry and that didn't play out. Market ended up dumping right around almost two. No, I did dump 200 points, which is insane. But nothing new for New York. It's just I'm not very used to these huge movements. As you know, Asia only moves about 20 points, so it's pretty crazy. And then I seen it tapped into a 5 minute gap right here. You can see the gap right there. See it tapped into it, and it was respecting it a lot. So I knew that there had to be a reversal. So here we go. There is this 1 minute gap, bearish gap. Price inversed it. Um, and then I went over to the 30-second. Price pulled back down to this gap. Was respecting this. Then I went over to the 15-second. And as soon as I seen that it inversed the 15-second and it retraced back into the gap that it inversed it, I entered. And I pretty much caught the bottom of the move. Well, not really. This would have been the bottom, but the bottom of the big move up to this 5 minute. Um I wanted price to pull back into this 5 minute. There was also a 15 minute here. But I decided to close a bit early simply because there was a 30-second gap here and it was respected. Also, I wasn't trying to be greedy, so I just accepted this it's almost 1 to 5 trade, and I pretty much caught almost a whole move. Um but I'm happy, bro. I'm happy because I was down like at least 300, I want to say. Because I did take another L during gold. I forgot to show you. I'll show you guys after. But down 300 during Asia, and I'm up 650 on New York. So um, this trade was about like almost 1,000. So nice little $1,000 trade. Brings my account back up. My account was literally at 400. Now it's at 1,300. So excuse me. I'm very blessed, and I want to thank God, and I want to thank everybody just for even letting me make these videos and show you guys. Um, but yeah, I'm gonna call this a day. I still have the rest of the day to enjoy, so I'm gonna go hit the gym. Um, well, after I'm done editing this video, hit the gym, back test a bit, and enjoy my day. So let me show you guys the calendar. There we go. Mm, we ended off the week around $800, which is improvement from last week. Last week we were down 200. So this week was a pretty good week. Hopefully we can end the month positive. Not hopefully, we are gonna end the month positive. Before I end this video, let me show you guys the trade that I took on gold though. Okay. Here we go. So I took this on micros because my account was really small and I did not want to risk too much. So we had this inverse here on the 32nd, tapped here, stopped me out. My mistake was that I didn't set my stops above this wick. Instead, I set it on top of this wick and it stopped me out. And then they continue going lower to my take profit or one or two, which was very unfortunate, but now I know to be more cautious and set my stop losses above previous swing high. But yeah, guys, that's it. I'm on the video. Like, subscribe, join the Discord. It's in the link in my bio. It is free, and I love every single one of y'all. Take care. Peace.